Guardian Home Inspection, 4-inch sewer line inspection for 8450 Calvin Avenue, Northridge, California. The property faces west. I'm going through a 4-inch clean out located on the south side of the property. This is the property here. And so the goal here is to get to the main city sewer connection at the structure underneath the city street. So what I do is I turn on the water supply pipe for one of the bathrooms. That will just help me push this sewer camera. So right now I'm seeing 4-inch ABS, and that's that bathroom sink I have turned on in one of the units. And the unit that's turned on the water supply is on the south side. So this is all ABS 4-inch line. Appears serviceable right now. I don't see any issues. And this is newer sewer line pipe. They had started installing these in the 70s and 80s. This one looks okay. A little joint here. So now it turns towards the street. Another little turn. Another reason why I turn on the water supply is sometimes I get crud stuck on the camera head, and the water helps me clean it off. So far I'm getting a pretty good picture. Another little turn. So the goal is to get to the main city sewer connection, the city saddle. That's the most expensive part of the sewer line. Hopefully there's no issues. Right now I don't see any issues to the sewer line. Seems to be looking okay. These videos sometimes get boring just because it's just me pushing the sewer line. So ABS line is good. So I'm seeing ABS. I don't know if this is underneath the house right now, because normally I would see clay. So far I don't see any clay line unless they replace the entire main sewer line. Once I get to the city connection, I will turn on my locator frequency thing, and then I will locate the pipe just to see where it's headed. And then so a couple of the numbers, the 72 feet 1 inch is the distance traveled, and then +2 is the slope. I like to see a negative slope on that, but you know, what are you going to do? So here at 73 feet out, so I see some kind of obstruction. See that? And then there's pooling water. You're not supposed to see pooling water like, you know, the 70 feet that I traveled, it's supposed to be empty, or, you know, water at the base. Right here, you do have some blockage. Let's see what it is. Sometimes I won't be able to even push further. Let's see if I can push. Yeah, I'm underwater. Some kind of blockage there. I don't know what it is. Let me get a running start. Try to push past that. So now at this point, I have to just locate that area because I can't push any further, and there appears to be a blockage there. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I located that area. It does have some standing water, but it looks like it has a turn there. So it's at the front driveway, about 4 feet deep. So now I'm just going to retract my camera. Everything else looked good. I'm going to go through the roof and access that area there, just so I can verify if there is an issue. So now I'm just retracting my camera. The rest of the line looks decent. ABS 4-inch pipe looks good. So that might just be a 45 turn. That is collecting a little bit of standing water. So I'll note it. But so now I'll go through the roof vent just to see if I can see any other issues. So right now, I'm gonna pull out my camera. This sewer line looked good so far in that area, with that one section. All right, property. All right. Now I'm going through the roof because of that turn. I wanted to make sure that I'm able to access the main sewer line. So, see how far I could take this. This is a vent for the main sewer, cast iron, and underneath the house probably be cast iron. So we'll see how far I could take this. So right here you do have cast iron, and it has a little bit of rust. So I'll note that. So sorry about the shaking. I'm just going to try to get to as far as I can before I can note any issues. So we'll see if I see that turn, but this should be a straight shot out to the main city connection. So this is ABS. This is all newer. You did see some cast iron 34 feet out. The cast iron did have some minor wear, rust. See, this is clay here, and I think that there might turn into ABS. We'll see how far I can take this. Alright, I was able to push past that joint. So this is clay here. So this is the main structure of the house, the main at the end. Let's see how far I could take this. I might see ABS like in that turn. We'll see. We'll see if I see it. It's the connection for the ADU. We'll see. "64 feet out. This is clay pipe. Clay pipe is good pipe. Sometimes the joints get damaged, but so far I don't see any tree roots. And there's no trees in the front of the property. So we'll see how far I can take this. 80 feet out. Granted, I lost 20 feet going vertical. So this is more like 60 feet. So we'll see where this takes me. I do have some standing water here. In a second I'll turn the water off. Just let me see if I can push past anything that I see here. I shouldn't see any standing water. Sometimes I could push past the obstruction. Turn it. Okay, so I pushed to about 95 feet, but that's minus 15 or 20 so from the vertical. So you're about 70 feet out, 75 feet out. And I can't push any further. There's an obstruction here. So I'm underwater here. I'm going to pull back to see if I see anything. I had my partner flush the toilet here. And then, okay, see, so there's something going on. So that's going to be located at the front area. So there is some standing water. And you shouldn't see standing water, you know. You should have a normal looking pipe like this. You know, no standing water. So look, watch, when I push forward, it gets harder to push, but I'll go in some standing water. And I just had my partner flush the toilet. You'll see the water in a second. You might have heard it. So this is standing water here. See that? So I don't know what it is, but right now it is recommended to get a hydrojetting so they can clear this out and then try to figure out why it's standing water here. Just now I'm underwater. 92 feet out, still moving, but, and then at 95, see I'm still pushing, 96, that's when I just kind of, it ends right there. So I can't push any further. I don't know if it's a turn. I had the water flush, see 97, oh there it is. Oh, got it. Yeah, but there's some grimace there, see that? There was some grimace. Maybe it's just toilet paper or flush wipes. Good thing we flushed it. So now I'm 100 feet out. Oh, this is a tough sewer line inspection here. I'm going to go off on record and just try to get as far as I can. Alright, I couldn't push any further. There's this joint offset right there that's preventing me to push. So you do have a little bit of there were some obstructions here and there, and so I couldn't push any further. Some of the joints are preventing me from pushing. See, like that one right there, and I'm 120 feet out. I'm on a vent, and it's just hard for me to push. So there is a clean out, but it turns, and I can't navigate that turn. There's standing water there. So I did see standing water at 2 sections. So right now I do recommend having this sewer line hydrojetted to clean it out. There might be some wet wipes that people are using and they're flushing down the toilets that may be causing these obstructions, but I had a tough time pushing, you know. So right now, you're okay, no more flushing, please. All right. So we're good here. The only thing is that, you know, there was a couple obstructions. I was underwater a few times, and like I said, maybe it was some wet wipes. So right now, just to cover all our bases, I do recommend having this sewer line hydrojetted. See, this is underwater here. See that? We're not supposed to be underwater, so that may be causing some backup there. And that was that ABS line. See that? It's underwater right now, so we're not supposed to be underwater. So either there's a dip, there's a belly in the line, and that's causing this backflow. And you can tell from the line around it, see how it's just collecting water. See the water line there? And see on top, you have grimace. So it's telling me that you have some kind of blockage and or improper slope. So it could be a belly there, creating blockage. And then if you use wet wipes, that's another thing. So right now I basically cleared that line, so it looks good now, but in the future you could get a blockage because of that improper slope or that union there that is sagging. So I do recommend further review and repair by a licensed contractor. Hopefully it's not a big issue, but right there's some standing water, so it's telling me that has a belly and it's collecting water. So at the very least, you might have to do a spot repair in that section, at that driveway area. That's where I saw it. And then cut into concrete, dig 4 feet deep, 5 feet deep, and do a spot repair. You're looking at about approximately $3,500 in that section, if that's all it is, because I couldn't push past. And then I do recommend installing the clean out right there in the front, because I didn't see a clean out in the front. So it's necessary to have a clean out, because one is for one of the units. There's a little at the turn, see, that's where you get underwater, you know. So I'll note it. So right now I do recommend further review and repair by licensed plumber. Further review and repair by licensed plumber, but in that one section, all right, because it is collecting water. All right, so now I'm just gonna start going vertical now, and then I'm gonna complete the inspection. And this is cast iron here. Is that age-related wear? See that rust? So maybe a descaling is recommended, but it's a raised foundation, so in the future you might have to just replace that cast iron pipe. So now I'm vertical here, and I am done. Thank you very much. This is where I found the foundation sewer leak. It's located on the east side foundation area, foundation crawl space, on the east side at the foundation stem wall, and it appears to be coming off the kitchen, but I'm not 100% sure. I do see some rust damage and some active leakage coming off of that kitchen drain line. But again, you would have to get a plumber out there to further review and make sure all the lines are not leaking. So this is an active sewage waste line. Recommend repair by licensed plumber.